Hello there, Internet. Mogwai here, and I got another Legends of Runeterra video for you guys today. And today, I got thinking in the morning as I woke up feeling still a little bit frustrated with the Yoink mechanic, the black market merchant and pilfered goods that's really popular right now. And I wanted to play something that would beat up on it, you know, capitalize on the popularity a little bit. So, ladies and gentlemen, today we're going deep because in case you did not know, Nautilus Sea Monsters is a direct counter to the Yoink decks. Any deck with black market merchants and pilfered goods will be indirectly helping you go deep, as they will be drawing cards from your deck, and thus we will be able to get the upper hand in that matchup. So I took my boy Impetuous Panda's Elish Sea Monsters deck, and I tweaked it a little bit for it to adapt to the current metagame, as the variant that I had before was from a month back when things were quite different. You know, Noxus Piltover Burn was super prevalent. So I tweaked things around a little bit. I'm running a couple of Grasp of the Undying and Withering Wail now instead of a full set of Withering Wail. I toned down a little bit here. I also took out the one-off of Hapless Aristocrat, as like I said, there's less aggression, there's more mid-range in ladder right now, so I made the deck a little bit slower and therefore more powerful by adding in a couple of copies of Riptide. I'm a big advocate for Riptide in Nautilus decks because I believe that if you have Nautilus on the board, Riptide is just an overpowered Will of Ionia. It's like, it becomes the best single target removal in the game, right? It requires you to have a Nautilus on the board, but worst case scenario, it's a 4-mana stun, you know, like a worse version of Concussive Palm, so it's not even that bad if you don't have Nautilus. But because we're going to be mulliganing for Nautilus, and we do even have a one-off of Thresh that can help us pull him out from the deck, Riptide can also do wonders in the mirror matches, as it can become extremely powerful then, as it can become our way to answer opposing Nautilus, and having more copies than our opponent is a very big deal. On top of that, it's just really strong against Sejuani, against all sorts of mid-range decks with big powerhouse plays in the 5 to 6 mana range. We're able to nullify that and do so in a very clean way, right? Which is why I really like the addition of 2 copies of this card. We're also running a one-off of Miscall, which can be really key in some matchups in which, you know, for example, they Vengeance your Nautilus, and you can just get him back for 3 mana. There's a lot of very funky plays you can do with this card, and I do really like it as a one-off in the list as well. And that's basically the deck list right there. The game plan is pretty straightforward. If you've already seen Nautilus Sea Monsters, there's nothing new here in that sense. We focus the early to mid stages of the game on tossing our deck away so that we go deep, we play Nautilus, and then we play overpowered sea creatures, and we just obliterate our opponent with size, power, and freakishly awesomeness. So that is the deck list right there. I recorded a live session this morning, as I haven't streamed with this deck in a while. But like I said, I felt like doing a live recording session. I haven't done one of those in quite a while. And there's more of me narrating my plays in this type of video. So let me know what you think about this style of video compared to the regular you know, structure of me just taking games from my streams and showcasing. Because, you know, each style has its ups, or yeah, its pros and cons rather. For example, like the one that I do mainly, I get to provide you guys with overall more quality games, and I always make sure that I slap in losses in there as well to showcase the deck at its best, but also the deck at its worst, including bad matchups. But I also do, like, the cons of it is that I narrate my plays less because it's footage from my stream, and after I'm streaming for a few hours, you know, it's hard for me to narrate everything that I'm doing, right? When I record a live session, I'm narrating my plays constantly, right? I'm more focused on that because it's a shorter period of time. So, unfortunately, I don't get to showcase the best potential games, right? Like, what I get is what I get. So, yeah, let me know what you guys prefer. I do like to mix it up between the two every now and then, even though I focus more on the latter. And, yeah, that's all I gotta say. I'm gonna stop talking because I've been talking for quite a bit here. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoy the games. Have a solid day. And I'll see you tomorrow. Alright, let's go deep. As we're facing Swain Twisted Fate round 1, which means we could be facing some Yoink. In fact, we're definitely facing some Yoink, which is something that we welcome. I'm gonna drop the Riptide. It's a little bit too early for that. I'm making the rest of this hand though. Even the salvage, I like. That Withering Wail is nice as well. It's a good way to knock out powder kegs. And we got a decent card going on here. We're lacking a turn 1 play, but that's fine. Turn 2 Thorny Toad can give us a little bit of defense early on. Jaw Hunters is probably gonna die to like a Make It Rain or like a billion other things, but it's still gonna net me some value. Alright, Horny Toad, I choose you. I want this toad to die, so I'm gonna attack. This is a solid 2-drop, man. The problem is there's quite a few matchups in which it just doesn't do anything. Like against Heimerdinger decks. Heimerdinger is probably like our worst matchup with this deck. And this guy just gets completely ignored. Against any sort of elusive matchup, even against like Callista Endure. Yeah, I mean, that's just not happening. That's just not happening, bruh. Stay horny. We're playing around Make It Rain by developing these first. We're also gonna drop you first.
Give me the stuff. Stuff make happy.
Stuff make me happy, yes. Stuff make happy. Wise words. That's fine. Well, the Yoink is beginning. Twisted Fate could be a thing here. Which makes me not... I want to get more value out of this. I'm gonna pass. Because he definitely needs to play something here. Or not, you know, that's fine. Like, I'm not in a hurry. I am not in a hurry. I am the king of late games. What do we do here? We play you.
Danger paid.
Nice.
Let's do this.
Arigato gozaimasu. We're easily going deep now. Bam, ba-dum, bam, bam.
Stare at the abyss. It'll stare back.
I'm gonna drop the Abyssal Light. With double Yetis in here, we are easily gonna be able to go deep whenever we want.
Gotta go with the flow.
Fell into him.
We're gonna attack. We're gonna see if he wants to block with Zap here. I'm surprised that it's so. Going deep. We're bound to draw Nautilus any point now. And with Nautilus, we can actually shuffle back some units here. Yeah, we sent quite a few there. Like, any moment now, we're gonna be drawing Nautilus. Right on time. And this sort of like region combination does not really deal with Nautilus well at all. You ain't got no Will of Ionia, no Detain. Not much, to be honest. We're looking pretty healthy here. Bam, 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 bam. That's fine. I guess we didn't shuffle that many. We do have to kind of like... We do have to watch out for like getting milled, right? But at the end of the day, he has 2 more pilfered goods. That's 4.
Treasures of the ages.
That's 7 more potential draws. So even if he does have all of his merchants and everything, he can't really... And the cool thing is we don't run Ruination in our deck. That's pretty neat. That's super good for him. Oh, any emotes. Oh, he emotes. Wow. Wow.
Through the coral.
Wow, fantastic. Fantastic. I wonder if he took away one of my riptides. Drag them down. I'm just gonna attack. He stole a riptide. they always have something. Oh, this mechanic. I have few words to express how much I dislike this mechanic. He could also have taken some health gain as well. But now, I mean, I am concerned because he could have stolen a vile feast with this. What are the odds of that? Let's find out. Let's find out. 'Cause I could go for an atrocity, but if he managed to draw, because this shit always happens to me. Like, I take it for granted that he got a 1-mana vile feast with the black market merchant. So let's find that out. Let's see. Out of all the cards, okay, all right. I still believe you may have it. Let's not drop this now. Let's just chill. Just gotta be wary of not getting milled here. I could just double up on. Let's go through this. Prevent the plunder. Force him to have something else. I'm playing it safe. Like, the fact is, there is a possibility that I could have stolen a 1-mana vile feast to counter my atrocity. That was just basically to enable the plunder, which may mean more black market merchants, or just bill for goods. At this point, the only way we lose the game is if we get milled. Soon enough. But it seems like Yoink has been dealt with. I repeat, Yoink has been dealt with. And that just feels glorious, man. That just feels, oh. He did have a grasp of the undying. Exactly. That's the line I was waiting for. That's why I'm playing Nautilus today. Alright. More Yoink. More Yoink, which means more satisfaction. Let's keep the Dread Dredgers here. Let's drop the Devourer of the Depths. Let's keep everything else, even the Yedison. As we pick up Thresh. Picking up Thresh is really neat here. Thresh is a way for us to pick off Misfortune and can really put in the work. I love seeing the Dread Dredgers, obviously. I have no idea what he says there, by the way. Like, I have like not even the faintest clue. But I agree. Adam! What, he's playing Shell Shocker? Nani? This could be Vile Feasted, though. This could be Vile Feasted, so I actually don't want to trade this. In case he drops something else. I want to have this to attack. Okay. Just gonna toss some more. We're gonna prevent Sejuani level up. Leave this Starlit Seer vulnerable to a Vile Feast. So, I'm gonna drop the horny toad first.
Fortune favors the bold. I know what I'm doing.
I want to get some damage on Misfortune, and I want this horny toad to die, so... That's the first time he triggers the Sejuani.
Don't ask where it's from. Ask how much.
And like I said, he's helping me here. I'd love to play Maokai, but I'm gonna go Thresh.
There's nowhere to hide.
We know 3 of the 7 cards in his hands are from my deck.
Who goes there?
I don't want to play into a Fury of the North. That is definitely something that I am concerned about here. So I'm not gonna play into it.
There's blood in the water.
The blessed isles live through me.
Swim quickly, little fish.
Love ya. Fresh out of mercy.
The hunt is on.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dogs and cats, fish,
Can compare.
Maokai's signature spell is going to do something. Nice. Nice. And we are close to leveling up ya boy. Definitely expect to see the likes of Sejuani go down here.
Yeah, you don't want to cross me. Boys,
Gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. Oh, that's frustrating. Well, we do have another Maokai.
I'm not greedy. My friends, though.
The depths take you.
I'm gonna attack first.
Add this to your bill.
Who's on top of the bounty board today?
Soon enough. Feeding time.
No prey.
No pay.
Ooh, you're cute when you're armed.
Firepower's always in style.
Okay, Riptide is pretty neat here because we can use it to remove a...
There'll be blood in the water.
Oh, okay. Alright. I was actually not in a great position there. The fact that he managed to steal my Grasp of the Undying to kill off my Maokai after he got a roll with the Make It Rain tilted me a little bit. And I mean, I was bound to draw Maokai at any point. Like I had one more in my deck, obviously. So once I drew that, then I just like put a clock on him, and from that point onwards, like my Nautilus was just like kind of like too big for him, and I had the Riptide, which I was thinking of using that turn, but ultimately I was gonna preserve for the Sejuani if I can just answer Sejuani, but that still was not like 100% my game, right? So I'm kind of I'm surprised he quit, but you know what? Making Yoink players quit makes me happy, so I'll take it. On to round 3. Detective Teemo! Detective Teemo. Oh boy. I do want to keep the Nautilus in my hand. I'm gonna drop the Riptide though. For now. How do I keep everything else? I do want to keep Nautilus though. I think most of the time you just keep Nautilus. Unless it's like an Ionia matchup. It is your main win condition, right? So while, you know, it's gonna be a bit of a dead card for the earlier to mid portion of the game, like at least I know that on turn 7 I'll have my boy, and especially because I haven't paired. If I don't start off with some toss cards, then there is an argument for mulliganing him. But ultimately, you know, especially because in my variant of this deck I am running 2 Riptides, so that just adds extra importance to have a Nautilus. Horny Toad is a great draw. I mean, I don't know how relevant it is in this matchup, honestly, but I will take it. Stay horny. You know, even though it is very minor pressure, every ounce of damage ultimately matters. Especially in a deck with Atrocity. Like, if we can get him down to 13 health, this region combination has no health gain whatsoever. That's one of the cool things about Horny Toad. You don't really care too much about him. You kind of it's kind of sad, but you want him to die. But I mean, he's like a Shadow Owl's creature, right? Like he embraces death, so he gets kinky about it. So let's just stack him. Like we don't trade as long as we get like an even trade with him. We get the toss going, and you know that goes a long way naturally. I do want to drop the Wanderer this turn, even though there is an argument for keeping him in my hand so that I can play Maokai and then have a guaranteed play the next turn. But I mean, all right, you know what? Never mind. Never mind. We're gonna Vile Feast Teemo. We're gonna Vile Feast Teemo because Teemo is a threat otherwise. Hopefully it doesn't have an Elixir of Iron. No, no! Ah! Alright. Ah, shit.
Armed and ready.
Okay, it begins.
Enough for everyone.
I am a little bit worried because Detective Timo does it play Thermogenic Beam? It does, right? I don't even know my own decks. I mean, this could be a different deck. This could not be Detective Timo. This could be just a different take on Timo Sejuani. But I run into a lot of like my decks when I'm playing, so I just assume that they are. Okay, no, Detective Timo does not play it, but he could very well be playing it. I'm gonna drop Maokai. I have to. I could attack first. No, there's no point in that.
These isles will be cleansed.
Let's drop Maokai. Because if he does have the Thermogenic Beam, then we have Vile Feast to pick off Timo here. Even though we want to resort to Timo. Okay, he's definitely doing this now. Because when he gets mana back, he can actually bypass Vile Feast by just leveling up Timo with the Mushroom Clouds. So this is our one and only chance.
Push on without me.
I'm sorry, Timo. I'm sorry. I love you. I hate doing this to you, but you left me no choice. You left me no choice, man. Alright, Double Wanderer means we are going to... You know, even though we have had a slow start, considering my hand, we're going to be able to toss into Nautilus deep very easily. Man, 0 progression. Let's do something about that, shall we? And just like that, we're up to 5. We'll be at least up to 6. So let's get the Maokai alternate win condition going on. The cool thing about the toss mechanic here is that we can counter the mushrooms a little bit, because we're gonna be tossing cards with mushrooms, right? Especially if these mushrooms go to like bottom deck cards. All right, this Starlet's here is getting mad value, son. Will he go with an attack? Doesn't feel great. Alright. So we're basically... we be tossing. I'm gonna attack with these 3. I need some space. I also, you know, don't mind if these die, because even though we got a slow start with Maokai, we have a hand that can allow us to really build up for the level up. So what we're doing here is we're threatening him with a secondary win condition here, and having Horny Toad die is just gonna progress his level up stage by 3. So even though we're only like 1/3 there, we're gonna be threatening him with this Maokai really soon. Okay, so Avaros's Sentry is not a unit that I play in Detective Timo, by the way. So this is already like, this is not my deck. This is a different variant. Which means, you know, we can expect cards. Expect the unexpected, quite simply. Alright. Smart of him to block like that. Like him blocking the 30 made no sense. Now we get to play Dead Bloom Wanderer. Sejuani is still like far from leveling up. I did take a bit of a risk going for the salvage there, because I could have progressed Sejuani's level up that turn. Yeah, but we really benefited from drawing there. It's like it still would only put her at 2, right? So she's still at least like 3 turns away from becoming a huge problem. So right now it's all good. Sunshine, rainbows, all that stuff. Okay, he's going for the kill on that.
Blessed by snow and stars. Protect our grove.
We are about to witness. Yeah, this is beautiful. Actually, no, math.
An auspicious season.
We toss 8 here, but it's not enough to level him up. With Atrocity, it is. Alright, we're going deep, son. With Atrocity, it is, and there is an argument for going for it. Right now, like, I could go Atrocity into double Yedison. And I actually like that. Like, if he threatens
is nothing.
I really want to mill him here, I think. I could play Nautilus, but I'm very happy with leveling you up, so let's just pass.
Ride onward.
So we go boom. And we atrocity. Which means we get to level up Maokai. And we put him on the clock. And after all that tossing, we play Nautilus. And now we may be running very low on cards, but as you guys can see here, we've dropped quite a few of these beasts, so we play you. Exalt! And now we get to shuffle back, and we go from 6 to 10. With 2 puff caps left as well, we counter his mushroom game plan by just tossing away all the mushroom cards. That's just beautiful. And he's on the clock, boy! He's on the clock.
Oh, if mushrooms could talk.
Oh, whoops, am I right?
Though, to be fair, this thing is very dangerous. I'm gonna attack here.
I'm a peddler, not a meddler.
Yeah, this peddler is dangerous. I have to respect it. Ooh, if I kill that, I can mill him. Oh, that's very suspect of you. We have the Riptide and we have Grasp of the Undying. So we got the answers. We got the very cheap. Like, this is looking really good, especially because I'm going to grasp this. I am a little bit like, this is dangerous because when I'm running so low on cards.
Bow to no one. Born for conquest.
I don't need to Riptide here. I'm gonna go for Grasp onto this. Because yes, he can plant a shitload of mushrooms when I'm running very low on cards. That's why he's targeting the Toad. He wants to lower the amount of cards in my deck as much as possible so that his Peddler can be super powerful. Okay.
Fight like the animal you are.
I've always been a fun guy.
Let's play Terror.
Fight for your lives.
I'm gonna play Thresh.
I don't need the man. I want the monster.
It approaches.
Yes, you.
I don't need to attack with these two. Just need to attack with Thresh onto the Avaricious Sentry so that he draws that card. Yes! Yes! Now he frostbites me. That's why I have to attack this with this after the Thresh, by the way. You know, that's why we did that. Attack ordering was very crucial. If I did it the other way around, I would be fucked. But now he's milled the Maokai.
I don't need the man. I want the monster.
It approaches.
Actually, like your sign, Stormclaw, your sign with Teemo, like that's actually pretty interesting. That's really, really interesting. I may try that. I actually like that. I like that concept. We just passed now though. And we get a mill win, baby! A chill win. Please don't subscribe. Good. I'll take it. That was actually like that's a really, really neat concept because in my stream the other day I was trying the spirit the Ursign Spirit Walker, but I was trying him in like a Vlad deck with Trifarian Assessor, and I wasn't like happy with the deck at all, which is why I didn't upload it onto YouTube, right? The deck didn't end up working out, and I kind of gave up on the card, but I didn't think about incorporating it into the Teemo deck. Maybe like, because the tactic Teemo is built around the Insightful Investigator, but I could attempt to build another variant that tries to ride harder on the buffs from the Starlit Seer, and then play the Ursign to just overwhelm the opponent with my beefy units. That seems pretty interesting. That may be worth exploring. If you guys want to see that sort of deck, let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll get onto it if you guys are interested. And yeah, I think that'll conclude the live session for today. I haven't recorded a live session in a while. Like I tend to take, you know, I pick the games from my stream to showcase the deck at its best, at its worst. When I do a raw recording, the content is more raw. Like we get more random matchups. But I'm happy that 2 out of the 3 games that I showcased today were against Yoink decks, which is the reason why I wanted to play some deep for this recording, because you know, I've been dealing a lot with these Pilfered Good Bilge Water lists, and Nautilus just really capitalizes on that. So I'm also happy I got to showcase Maokai as well. We got a Maokai win, which is always pretty damn sexy. So leave a like for the Maokai win and for deep. And that's all I gotta say. Hope you guys enjoyed the games. Have a solid day. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for daily Legends of Runeterra content. I probably said this in my intro too, but whatever. Love ya. Have a great one. And I'll see you tomorrow.